Hi, my name is Damien, and welcome to your 30-minute class focusing on flexibility and balance. Today you're going to need a cleared space, a mat, a sturdy armless chair for some of the stretches and exercises, and should you need assistance with some of the exercises, and a band like this. Mine's really long, but yours doesn't have to be that long. Okay? So, I'll be doing today's class barefoot. You can do today's class barefoot as well, or in non-slip socks on a non-slip surface, or in some flexible sport shoes. Have plenty of water handy, take water breaks whenever you need, and please, above all, have fun and work at your own pace. Are you ready? Let's go. Starting with a warm-up, feet are together, hands on your hips. Step side to side, together, side, together. Now reach your hands towards me and give me a thumbs up. Now step side and row back, legs together, open, together, open, together. Reach to me, legs together, and 1. Picking up the tempo. You can go slower if you like, or you can do my tempo. Just breathe. Start to feel how your legs are working a little bit. And let your shoulders move. Gently squeezing the shoulder blades together. And breathe. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. We'll do the same steps, but we're going to bring our arms low, medium, or high. So we're going to take up, down. Now in this one, start to feel your lats, which is this upper back part of your arm, right? That goes into, like right in between your tricep, the back of your arm, and your armpit, like right below your armpit. Those muscles, your lats, squeeze those gently and have those muscles support your shoulders. Let's do about 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Bring your feet together, hands on your hips. Bend your knees. Step your right foot out and give me a thumbs up with your right hand. Bring your feet together, hand back on your hips. Other side, left leg out. Give me a left hand thumbs up, and together alternating sides. And breathe. I like the thumbs up. If you like, you can give it a little gentle twist towards the corner of your room. Doesn't have to be big. We're just warming up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little quick marches. So as we march, instead of stomping the foot down, I'd like you to roll through your toe, ball, heel with the arms. 1. Now once you have that technique down, let's pick up the tempo. Swinging the arms forward and back from the shoulders. See if you can lift your knees just a little bit higher. Holding your back. Great. So now bring your feet a little bit more narrow than normal, a little bit more narrower than your hips. Bring your hands low, medium, or high. Drive your elbows down into your lats and lift your toe, your right toe, either just the heel up, toe to the ankle, mid-calf, or knee. But when we lift our knee, please make sure that we don't hike our hip up. We want to avoid that. Draw the elbows down into a goalpost, place the foot down, reach the arms overhead. Second side, low, medium, or high, goalpost, and reach. We have So this one's just a little bit slower than what we've been doing. 4 more. And 4, feeling your abdominals pull up and away from your thighs. 2 and 1, arms down. So now, keeping your feet in that narrow position, place your hands either on your hips, shoulders, or back. Lift your heel, toe to ankle, mid-calf, or knee. Keep your knee pointing towards me. Draw your abdominals in and twist towards that front knee. Untwist. Place the foot down. Second side. Lift the knee, low, medium, or high. Keep your knee pointing towards me. Twist, hold that knee in place. Untwist and down. And lift. Twist. Untwist. Lower down. 1 more. Lift. Twist. Untwist. Lower down. Hand down. Great. Step out. Hands on your hips and hips circle to the right. 3, 2, 1, and other side. 3, 2, 1. Grab your band. Today, we're going to do our exercises with the band for balance challenge, and then I want you to experience how it is without the band, so you see immediately the benefit of the stability that the band can bring. It's also going to sometimes feel like strength, but our main focus is that we're using the band as to bring stability and balance, okay? But it might feel a little bit like strength too, which is always a good thing too. So, let's begin with grabbing the ends of your bands, okay? And lay your band onto the floor. If you want to stand on the mat, you can also stand on the mat. So we'll bring our feet together, heels together, toes apart on the band, right? Actually, let's bring just your right foot into the band, okay? See how I'm pulling up just the right foot, please, okay? But we will have our heels together and toes apart, so only one foot has the band, okay? Reach down. I would recommend reaching a little bit down on the band, okay? Just because it's going to give you a little bit more control, okay? So now, shift your weight onto your leg, onto your left leg, and you're going to lift your right leg up. So now, draw your elbows in by your sides and see how you can lift here and find that stretch. Try not to go too high. I want to keep your hips level. And lower down, and let your arms lengthen as you lower down. Let's do 3 more. 3, and lower. Notice the work on the standing leg, and your back has to stay straight, but you're stretching the foot that's in the band. So feel your abdominals pull in. We have 1 more. And lower. Take your foot out, place the other foot in, and place your heels together, toes apart. Not too much, just like a small piece of pizza. Sounds good, doesn't it? Here we go. So we're gonna lift, up, and lower. And up. And we have 2 more. Now, I feel a difference from side to side. If that's you, then we have another thing in common. And it's okay. Most people do. You know, from one side to the other feel a little bit different, maybe more flexible, maybe stronger. You know, it's different from person to person. Okay. And take the band off, and you can either lay it on the chair or place it over your shoulders, because we're going to grab it again. To band or not to band? That is the question. Here we go. Hands here, and slow lift. You should start to feel a sense of real lightness in this movement that we're now doing without the band. 2, and 3. Good, let's do the other side. Just 3, just to feel the difference. 1, 2, 3. And lower. Great, shake it out. Let's grab your band and we'll go into a shoulder retraction. Feet are together or slightly separated. Grab your band a little bit wider than your shoulders, and we're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, and that's going to make the band move. So it's not so much that we're deliberately moving our arms, but we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. So now, lift your right heel up, or place the toe at the knee, at the ankle, mid-calf, or knee. Remember, we want to keep our hips level. Here, we will hold this flamingo position and squeeze and retract the shoulder blades or squeeze them together. Detract. Together. And one more. Reach and bring the feet down. Good. Let's prepare second side. Left heel up or toe to ankle, mid-calf, or knee. Hips are level. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and unsqueeze. Squeeze, unsqueeze. Squeeze, unsqueeze. One more. Squeeze, unsqueeze. Place the feet down. Great. Take your band on the chair, and we're just going to do a couple here, but a little bit different. Bring your arms forward towards me, thumbs up. Lift your toe, either just the heel up or ankle, mid-calf, or knee. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you open your arms and allow your knee to open and in. Let's do one more. Open and in. Lower the foot and the arms. Let's do the other side. So we're just feeling the immediate benefit of stability, right? Keep your hips level and open and close. Open and close. Put it down. Great. Shake it out. All right. So now let's do calf raises. Take your band once again, and you're going to grab the ends of your band like this. Step both feet onto the middle of the band. Okay. And now reach down and really pull on the band. I want you to hold the band strong. See how taut it is? Okay. So now I'd like you to just lift your heels a little bit, just a little bit, not too high, and lower down. And lift. Make sure you have a lot of tension on that band, and lower. Make sure that you don't come too high with the heels. I just want to see it lift a little bit. Notice how as you're lifting your heels and holding the band, how your torso and your posture has to really be held nicely and stable, right? That's important. And one more. Hold. I'm just lifting them up a little bit. Hold it there and lower down. Step off your band. You can keep the band. Let's place the band here. And now, let's go all the way up. Lift. Remember that posture that you felt with your band? I want you to feel that without the band too. 3 more. 3. Good. 2. Good. And 1. Excellent. And lower down. Great. Stand profile. Split stance, and bend your back knee and your front knee and stretch your calf and up. Again, bend, stretch, and one more, bend and stretch. Let's turn to the other side. Bend and stretch. Bend, stretching, and bend. Should feel good after all those calf raises and balances. Okay, Excellent. So let's take a spine flex, side to side, okay? I'm just gonna fold my band in half because it's kind of long, but you don't have to. Now, there's not a real pull on this one. It's just enough so that the band doesn't dangle like this. So you wanna keep it stretched. Have your feet, you can step out a little bit wider than your hips with your toes pointing towards me. And we're gonna lengthen your spine, squeeze your glutes or your tush a little bit and lengthen your spine out and keep that band slightly taut. Lengthen up. Only 4. 3. Pulling the band apart a little bit. Good. Now place the band just around here and reach. Let's do another 4. You'll feel it in the waist. Try to avoid shifting your weight in your hips from side to side. That way we get a true spinal bend to the side. One more. And up. Okay. Take your band, if you folded your band, open it, okay? Grab the ends and roll them a little bit this way, okay? Just a couple times if you have an extra long band. Maybe just once if you have a smaller band. So, stand on your band. Okay? Have your thumbs pointing outwards. Okay? Reach your other leg back, so let me show you side view. And we're going to hinge forward with a straight back, lengthening the leg behind. Pull the band gently, thumbs up, and then lower down. Now the main thing is to feel control as you come down. Try not to drop down. Let's do 3 more. Pull, doesn't have to be high, just feel that tension on the band. And up. And reach. And up. Great. Let's switch feet. Okay. This time I'm going to face you. Bend the front knee, lengthen your back leg, thumbs out, reach. So we're doing your second leg. Make sure your knee is in alignment with your toe. Lifting the back leg with your tush. Keep your hips square. See how I have to even out my arms? If you're looking, I have to focus so much on one set gaze when I'm doing this. Let's do one more. Woo! See, it's a real balance challenge, but it feels like strength, right? That's the beauty of the band work, is that you really get a nice balance challenge and stability. Great. Okay. So now, take your band off to the side, and we're only going to do 1 on each side, very slowly. So, let's take your other leg back. I just want you to feel the difference, the lightness that you should feel now. And then back. Let's try the second side. And back. Great. Step out and swing your arms. Wrap and open. Easy. I'm going all the way around, just slapping my shoulders or my upper back. Easy swing. Breathing. I love this one. Feels good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your bandito. And now you can stand on your mat if you like. I'm just doing this over here because being barefoot, I feel a little bit more stable on the floor. But if you want to be on your mat, it can offer a little cushion, but it does offer also a balance challenge. So just be aware of that should you decide to stand on your mat. Open your band, make sure you've got both ends, it's nice and even, lay it down on the floor, and then step in the middle of your band with your feet directly underneath your hips in a parallel stance. So that's your toes and knees pointing towards me. Grab both ends of your band into your right hand, like a fist here. Then take your fists and place them on your hips. Give yourself a little bit of resistance. Shift your weight over onto your right leg. We want to avoid leaning this way. Shift your weight over, and now push your left leg up against the band and hold it there for 4, 3, 2. So you want to control the band. You don't want to let it snap back, or otherwise you lose your balance. We don't want to do that. 4, hold, and lower. Let's switch sides. Hands here. Shift, and out, and in. 2, 3, one more, 4, great. Open your band and step off your band. Let's try just a couple without the band. And lift 1, oh, how light that feels, right? 2, 3, other side. 1, all your toes on the floor. I have to remind myself that. 2, and 3. Let's step out and do 3 hip circles to the right. 1, ooh, that feels good. 2, and 3, other direction. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Grab your band once again, and this one I find really interesting. I like it because I feel like the band is like somebody stretching me. So let's open your band. Let's step your right foot on your band, and then grab relatively low, so there should be some good resistance. Now you can do this, if you have a long band, just wrap it around like this, right, so it's out of the way, see? Now, you can do this holding onto the chair. I'm going to show first holding onto the chair. So let me turn that around. Okay. And feet are parallel, and I'm going to pull up on the band and bend this knee. Now the band is going to go on the outside of your leg, okay? Try not to bring it on the inside, a little bit on the outside, right? Let me face you a little bit. So you're going to pull up, or this way. Let me pull up this way. I'm going to pull up on the band and let my foot kind of hang in there and stretch my thigh. And then lower. And lift. And lower. So, it's great with the band because if you have trouble reaching down, this will do it for you. Let me show you this way. Same leg. See, I'm going to do it without the chair. Now, if you're a man and you've got a little bit of hair on your legs, you get a free debilitary. And one more, stretch. And lower down. Bend your knee, undo your band. Nice and easy. And take your foot out of the band. Let's try the second side. Great. So you want to reach down and have some tension so that the band can do the work for you, right? So take the band on the outside of the foot, grab your chair if you need, and bend your arm and see, the tension is going to hold the foot in the band, so you want to make sure you have enough tension. 2, you can do this with or without your chair. 3. One more. 4, and down. Place the foot down, undo the band, take your foot out of the band. Good. So now, we have one more in standing, which is a little bit more challenging, similar to an exercise we previously did together today. Open your band, step one foot on the band. And this time you can crisscross the band. See, I have a little crisscross on my foot. And grab a little bit lower on the band, heels together, toes apart. So, if you remember, we were lifting the leg before, so I'd like you to do that same lift, elbows back, square hips, bend both knees, push through the band, extend both knees, and lower down. 2 more. Lift, bend, elbows back, push through the band, extend both legs, lengthen out of the top of your head, long spine, and lower. 1 more. Lift, bend, extend, and lower. Great. Uncross your band, step your foot out, put the other foot in, crisscross. Okay. Crisscross is just to have it stay on your foot easier, but if you're fine without crisscrossing, that's good too. Heels together, toes apart. Give yourself some good resistance down there. Okay, it's going to be helpful. Stand straight. See, just standing here with that resistance, all the right muscles ignite, right? So you're going to lengthen, you can bend your elbows a little bit. Make sure all the toes of your standing leg are on the floor. Try not to lift your left hip. Bend both knees. Push, extend. And lower down, lengthen your arms. 2 more. Lift. Bend. Extend. Lower. 1 more. Lift. Bend. Extend. And lower. Great. Shake it out. Take your foot off. And let's come down to the mat. Take your band and just lay it in front of your mat there. Okay. If you need your chair for assistance, you can have it close to the mat. Step onto your mat, bend your knees, hinge forward, place one hand on hands on one thigh, step back and lower down onto one knee gently. Place one hand down with a flat back. Place the other hand down and then place your second knee on the floor. Turn to face me and lower down onto your hip and then use your arms to guide you down onto your side. Turn and roll onto your back. We made it. And grab your band, please. Take your band a little bit wider than your shoulders, so grab it with a little bit wider than your shoulders, and then lay it on your hips. Then turn your palms in to face each other and drive your hands down into the mat. Your feet are separated about hip distance apart. Okay. And keeping your hands on the mat. Now you can change your resistance at any time. Keeping your back straight and your hands on the mat. Push your hips up against the band, squeezing your tush. Hold it there, lower. And push. You'll feel how your arms are working, your tush, your glutes. We're gonna call those your glutes from now on. And lower. 3 more. 3. And down. 2.
Good. And one, arms stay down, hold it. Feel this strength building here. Feet are firmly planted into the mat and lower down. Take the band, just let go of the band and place your hands down by your sides. And just give me 3 without the band. Lift. Just loosen the band so there's no tension, and down. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. Excellent. Open your arms here in a goalpost, keeping your feet where you are. Let your knees drop to one side and push into that thigh. Oh. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knees back to center slowly, and slowly drop your knees to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center. Take your band and loop your foot into the band. Straighten the leg. Now you can bring your leg low, medium, or high. Just make sure that your back stays absolutely straight and that you want to feel a good stretch in your hamstring and in your calf. Just hold it there for a second. And now grab the band short with the same hand as your foot and open this arm out to the side. You have the option to lengthen this leg down, but I'm going to ask you to keep it like this first. Open this leg and try not to let your hips wiggle. See if you can touch your elbow down to the floor. Ah, nice stretch. And then lengthen it back up. We'll do one more. And open. So we're getting our adductors, that's your inner thighs, stretch. And then your outer thigh and hamstring. Good. Open the band, bend the knee, and take your foot out. Let's do the other leg. Loop it through, extend, find your resistance, okay? And then grab both sides of the band into one hand. Okay. Open this arm to the side and stretch. Inhale and exhale. Now slowly open the leg to the side, elbow bends. Okay? And see, and you're moving it from your hip joint. Try not to let your hips wiggle. See if you can get your elbow down into the floor. Feeling the adductor, the inner thigh stretch, and then bring the leg back up. Stretching the hamstring and the outer thigh. You can overcross it like an inch, and you get a good outer thigh stretch too, and calf. And one more. Open those legs to the side. And lift. Great. Bend your knee. Take your foot out of the band and lay your band by your side. Turn and roll onto your side and use your hands to push yourself up. Keeping your hands on the mat and your feet on the mat, lift your knees and place your knees onto the mat. Walk your hands to your thighs and stretch. Push the hip flexors forward. Lengthen the arms low, medium, or high. Feel that stretch in your body. And then bend your knees and send your hips back. Grab your band, place it on your chair, and place one hand down, step one leg forward, place your hand on your thigh. You can also use your chair. Then push down as you place the other foot onto the mat and unhinge. Turn and face me. Feet parallel. Bend your knees. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Lift your arms, thumbs touch, and exhale. Now that felt amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Damien, and that will complete our 30-minute class
focusing on flexibility and balance. I had a wonderful time. I certainly hope you did too. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Until next time.